Picture a person who seems cheerful, sociable, and highly functional. Would you suspect they might be battling depression? Welcome to the world of smiling depression. In this realm, appearances often deceive. Smiling depression, also known as masked depression or high-functioning depression, is a unique subtype of depression. It's where sufferers shroud their symptoms behind a convincing facade of happiness or normalcy. Imagine a mask, a charming, seemingly content exterior, concealing the turmoil beneath. That's the reality for many with smiling depression. They may maintain a cheerful demeanor, engage in social situations, and even excel in their responsibilities. Yet internally, they grapple with feelings of sadness, emptiness, and hopelessness. What makes smiling depression particularly insidious is its stealthy nature. Both those who suffer from it and those around them often find it challenging to recognize its signs. The individual appears to be functioning well on the surface, their struggles hidden away, out of sight and out of mind. This form of depression is akin to a silent epidemic. Its invisibility can escalate the danger, as the sufferer may not receive the support they need due to their outward appearance of normalcy. This lack of recognition and understanding can lead to untreated depression, and in severe cases, increase the risk of suicide. While the outward appearance may be one of happiness, individuals with smiling depression often experience symptoms such as persistent sadness, fatigue, irritability, changes in appetite or weight, and difficulty concentrating. These symptoms are concealed, swept under the rug of their day-to-day life, making it even more challenging to detect. The danger of smiling depression lies not only in its stealth, but also in its power to isolate. Despite appearing sociable, those with smiling depression may withdraw from social activities or avoid discussing their emotions, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. So, as we delve deeper into this topic, let's remember that appearances can be deceiving, and not everyone who smiles is free from pain. This form of depression often goes unnoticed and untreated, making it a silent epidemic. Those with smiling depression wear a mask of happiness, hiding their internal struggles. Now imagine a performance, a show that goes on day in, day out. The lead actor, an individual with smiling depression, the stage, their everyday life, the script, a facade of normalcy. They maintain a cheerful demeanor, a radiant smile that seems to light up the room. They engage in social situations, never letting their guard down, never allowing the mask to slip. Internally, however, it's a different story. Behind the mask, they grapple with feelings of sadness, emptiness, and hopelessness. It's like being in a constant battle with oneself, a struggle that only they are privy to. They may feel like they're drowning in a sea of despair, yet on the surface, they're calm and composed, like a duck serenely gliding on a pond while its feet paddle furiously under the water. Depression is often associated with an inability to function, a withdrawal from social activities, a visible struggle. But with smiling depression, it's the exact opposite. These individuals are able to go about their day, fulfilling responsibilities at work, school, or in their personal lives, all the while holding back a tidal wave of inner turmoil. They might be the life of the party, the high achiever, the go-getter, the pillar of strength for others. And yet, when the lights go out, the audience leaves, and the curtains fall. They're left alone with their thoughts, their fears, their despair. To the world, they're just like everyone else, leading a normal life. But what is normal? Is it the face we show the world, or the feelings we hide within? The facade of normalcy is just that, a facade. It's a mask that conceals the reality of their situation, a shield that protects them from the stigma and misunderstanding that often comes with mental illness. But why, you might ask? Why hide? The reasons are many and varied, but they often boil down to fear. Fear of being judged, of being misunderstood, of being seen as weak or incapable. Despite the storm raging inside, they present a calm and cheerful exterior to the world. Smiling depression can be particularly dangerous due to its deceptive nature. It's a paradox of sorts. Those suffering often continue to excel in their responsibilities at work, at school, and in their personal lives. Their ability to function at such high levels creates an illusion of normalcy that can be incredibly misleading. They go about their day-to-day lives, meeting deadlines, acing exams, and maintaining relationships, all while battling an internal war against despair. This high-functioning facade makes it all too easy for their pain to go unnoticed and consequently untreated. This is where the real danger lies. The outward appearance of normalcy can mask the severity of their internal struggle, increasing the risk of untreated depression and, in the most tragic cases, suicide. It's a silent battle, fought behind the scenes of everyday life. Though they may seem fine on the surface, their internal turmoil can lead to tragic consequences. Though their smiles may fool you, those with smiling depression bear a heavy burden. They move through their day with a cheerful demeanor, yet beneath the surface, they grapple with a persistent internal struggle. This struggle, often hidden beneath a smile, is filled with symptoms that are common to depression, but masked by a facade of happiness. Imagine the feeling of carrying a weight, a constant sense of sadness that lingers even in moments of apparent joy. It's like a shadow that follows you, a persistent cloud that dims even the brightest of days. This is the reality for those living with smiling depression. Alongside this constant sadness, individuals often feel an overwhelming sense of fatigue. It's not just physical exhaustion, but a mental and emotional tiredness that makes even the simplest of tasks feel like climbing a mountain. It's a tiredness that sleep doesn't seem to cure. Irritability is another symptom that may come as a surprise. Those with smiling depression may find themselves easily frustrated or annoyed. This can be confusing for those around them, as this irritability often clashes with the cheerful demeanor they present to the world. Changes in appetite and weight can also be a sign of smiling depression. Some may find themselves eating more than usual, using food as a comfort or a distraction. Others may lose their appetite entirely, the thought of eating becoming another task that seems too difficult to manage. Difficulty concentrating is another common symptom. Those with smiling depression may find their thoughts constantly drifting, making it hard to focus on tasks at hand. This can affect their performance at work or school, adding to the stress and pressure they already feel. These symptoms, though hidden behind a smile, are very real and can have a significant impact on an individual's quality of life. They're not just feeling a bit down or having a bad day. They're dealing with a serious mental health issue that requires understanding, support, and treatment. The smiles hide a world of pain, making it crucial to recognize these hidden symptoms. It's important to remember that not all pain is visible, and sometimes the most cheerful smiles can be hiding the deepest struggles. Like other forms of depression, smiling depression can be treated. It's an uphill journey, but one that is not walked alone. Treatment for smiling depression is multifaceted and tailored to each individual, with a focus on therapy, medication, lifestyle changes, and a strong support network. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, plays a crucial role in the treatment process. It helps individuals challenge their negative thought patterns and develop healthier coping strategies. For some, group therapy can also be beneficial, providing a safe space to share experiences and learn from others who are facing similar struggles. Medication, such as antidepressants, may be recommended by healthcare professionals in some cases. These can help balance out the chemicals in the brain that contribute to depression. However, it's essential to remember that medication isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, and it's always best to discuss the pros and cons with a trusted healthcare provider. Lifestyle changes, too, can significantly impact one's mental health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and mindful practices like meditation can all contribute to improved mood and reduced stress levels. These changes may seem small, but they can make a world of difference. But perhaps the most crucial aspect of the road to recovery is the support from loved ones. Their understanding, patience, and encouragement can provide the strength needed to face each day. It's okay to lean on them, to share your struggles, and to ask for help when you need it. However, it's important to note that recognizing the condition is not always straightforward. Smiling depression requires a careful assessment of both the individual's behavior and their internal emotional state. It's not just about what's seen on the surface, but also what's hidden underneath. It's about looking beyond the smile, beyond the facade of normalcy, to the pain that's often kept hidden. So, if you or a loved one are experiencing any of the symptoms we've discussed, reach out to a healthcare professional. There's no shame in asking for help, and recovery is absolutely possible. With the right help and support, those suffering from smiling depression can navigate their way to a brighter, healthier future. Smiling depression, while deceptive, is a serious condition that requires our attention. It's a form of depression where individuals hide their symptoms behind a facade of happiness or normalcy, maintaining a cheerful demeanor while internally struggling with feelings of sadness and hopelessness. Despite this, they often continue to fulfill their responsibilities, making it challenging for both sufferers and those around them to recognize the signs. This condition is particularly dangerous as it increases the risk of untreated depression and suicide due to the individual's outward appearance of normalcy. They may experience symptoms such as persistent sadness, fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating, along with physical symptoms like headaches and chronic pain. Those with smiling depression often exhibit perfectionistic tendencies and may experience feelings of self-doubt and guilt. However, like other forms of depression, it can be treated with therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes. Remember, a smile can hide 1,000 tears. Let's be kind to each other and take care of our mental health.